Welcome back, guys. We got a few changes to our Hail to the Victors team, and now we're starting off with the Nidoqueen, and of course, like the most famous taunter ever is the freaking opponent's lead. That's fantastic. So I go out to a Rotom, and I can scare it away with either one of my two. Well, I guess it's not actually a stab move in this case, but Blizzard's still pretty good. I'm going to end up choosing Thunderbolt, though. I guess I don't have Hail up, duh. And that does a lot to Heatran, so I know it's going to be offensive. I'm going to go right to Bliss. There was no leftovers. And that pretty much guarantees to me that he's Scarf, based on the fact that he switched out instead of exploding or setting up Stealth Rock. And that gets me a S-Toss off. And as soon as Fortress comes in, I always go immediately to Starmie. And the problem is just, do I want to Surf or Rapid Spin? Because it's like 50-50 if dudes are going to have a Ghost or not. And this time I chose Rapid Spin, and he doesn't have a Ghost, so that's great. That's going to allow me to go right out to Abomasnow. I'm afraid of Toxic. I really do not want this guy to get Toxic. He's almost always at full hit points, and Toxic will kind of mess up that a little bit. But thankfully, it seems like he doesn't quite have it. I'm going to get my Leech Seed off because I know this guy's choice. I want to protect and see what he goes for, and kaboom! He just goes for broke, I guess, and he goes for... I don't know, he wants 40 virgins and he's gonna sacrifice himself to get it. So he predicts, well, at first I thought he predicted Skarm to come in, which he hadn't even seen yet, and I was like, man, that was great. And then as I look at it again, I'm like, oh yeah, there was a ×4 weakness right there. So it makes the play a lot more obvious, and had I not been retarded about that, I probably would not have done such a play, but that's what I did. And at that point, he knew it was Skarm Bliss, and he went right out to Sizer, and I thought, crap. I'm gonna wish to see if it's banded, and if not, I can go somewhere. And it turned out to be SD. I'm like, well, this is both okay and not okay. I knew Skarm could come in and survive something. He ends up going for another dance, but because of the wishes in the air, I'll be able to blow it away no problem. And now I just have to worry about having him coming in all the time for the rest of the game until I can kill him. Unfortunately, looking at his team, the only thing that Skarm cannot handle was the one thing that got blown in, of course. So I go to Nidoqueen because I know Flygon is actually kind of weak sauce and people need to use Dragonite instead. And that's going to allow me to get up Stealth Rock, knowing with Flygon and Sizer coming in all the time, Stealth Rock is going to be rather important. In comes Fortress, to which I'm praying, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. Yes, Fire Blast did miss, Fire Blast killed. I actually didn't even think it really would because Nidoqueen doesn't have that much EV investment, like 16 maybe. So I was really happy for that. And after looking around, excuse me, sorry, I took some time to think on that turn, and I figured Starmie's pretty much just my most worthless poke, and I didn't know what he would go for. Holy crap, something in my throat. But he ends up going to Gastro, which allows me to just recover everything up. I'm like, sweet, he's got a Sweeper with a super effective move on a non-bulky poke, and it did half. Like, that's just bad. It's just bad. So whatever, I mitigate all that damage. And here I make a rookie mistake. I completely forgot about Sticky Hold. I guess I'm just used to Storm Drain or something now, so 5th gen still sucks. But you know what, whatever. It allowed me to see Mirror Coat, so let's find the silver lining in all of this. And because it's got Mirror Coat, I know Recover's going to be there. There's no Toxic. There's absolutely nothing to be afraid of with this poke whatsoever. Even what the hell, Skarmory doesn't have to be afraid of that thing, which is awesome, and that's going to allow me to get a Leech Seed up. I don't want him to protect though and go immediately out to Sizer, so that would be bad. I am therefore going to go to Rotom to counteract his Sizer. He ends up roosting, so he predicted it all the same. The logic was there, but the course of action didn't quite work out. But I know he's going to U-turn out to Gastro or even Flygon this turn, and thus I'm going to go for a Blizzard. And Blizzard didn't really do as much as I was hoping, so that kind of sucks. But at least I know Abomasnow is safe. I am more worried about him predicting Abomasnow to come in than anything else right there. But he recovered up instead, so that's cool. I got away with one right there that felt a little too easy. I'm going to set up more Leech Seeds, and I'm just going to set up Leech Seeds all day. And this is what Abomasnow does, guys. He comes in on bulky waters, sets up Leech Seeds, and everything just gets damaged, and he stays at full HP the entire freaking game. That time he predicted it. I didn't think I was going to get away with it twice in a row, but I kind of had to go with it. And at least I know Rotom can come in and take one, get a decently powered Thunderbolt off, and I thought even potentially tricking it a Scarf and getting it stuck somewhere, and then it wouldn't be able to, you know, do fancy pants bad stuff to me. But unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way. I decided to go for damage. I also thought that Hail would be racking up. I didn't even look for leftovers. I really should have looked, so that was just another bad play. There were a few options I could have gone to handle Sizer, but I didn't think they could take 2. Obviously, his Nidoqueen could not, and I was afraid he would switch on a potential Earthquake, and I just opted for Fire Blast, even though it could chance. It had the chance to miss. I knew it would KO. And once that Sizer was gone, I really didn't care at this point. He can't kill the rest of my stuff. I go to Bliss mostly just because she had the most HP. That's one thing wrong with this team. Everything except for Abomasnow is almost always half dead. So I just really had to see what his moves were. Knowing he was locked into a 3-turn Outrage, I really wanted to Brave Bird just to completely take out his last offensive chance. But I do want to guarantee that my Skarm... This is Skarm, yeah, Skarm. I thought I said Storm for a second. Is going to be okay. So I roost up. He stays in, I guess, just because he thought he couldn't switch in later, and that pretty much just seals the match. So I had a good match. At that point, he just forfeited as he knew it was over, and I cut the video a little bit and changed the size a little bit because I was actually using one of my alts, and I would like to keep it an alt. And that's just really my explanation for that. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time later. See you soon. Oh, text message! Catch you later, guys. Peace.